Everyone knows it's the biggest job you can do.
Masculinity without kind of aggression, a strength that just comes from a confidence, a freedom of spirit.
Hi guys, and thank you for tuning into this episode. Today I'm really excited because we have a friend of mine who is a great financial advisor. Her name is Holly Brauer. And Holly was in the Army, now she's in the Air Force, right?
Yeah.
So if you could, tell us a little bit about your story and 2 pieces of advice you would give people that are just learning or may have a lot of money. What do they need to do to keep it and grow it?
Yes, thank you, Michael, for having me.
Absolutely.
So I got into financial advising. I loved money at a very young age. I was always studying Millionaires and served in the military for 15 years. Came back from a deployment in 2009 when the economy had crashed and met a lot of service members that were going on back-to-back deployments because they lost their jobs. It came down to the point where some of them were living out of their cars, and I knew I wanted to make a difference and be able to help and educate them. So went back to school, got my master's in financial coaching, and just really, started educating those service members that I could. And the first piece of advice that I would love to give is to start saving early. So with compound interest, the 8th wonder of the world, Albert Einstein says those that understand it earn it, those that don't pay it. And really, when you start investing your money at an early age, then you make your money work for you instead of having to work so hard. So if you, for instance, if you were to just put money into an IRA, individual retirement account, maxing, I love the Roth, it grows tax-free, and putting $5,500 a year into it, by the time you're 65, with a 7% return, you would have over $900,000 just in that one account. That doesn't include your 401k, it doesn't count anything else. So everybody should be millionaires if they start saving early. The second piece of advice that I would give is to keep your money invested in the market. So even when the market drops, that's when we love it because we can take advantage of it. You're buying low, you're selling high, and I highly recommend meeting with a financial advisor because they'll be able to help you manage your portfolio and make it more conservative over time as you get older. So I also have a couple books that I would love to recommend. My all-time favorite by our very own Michael Banovac. This book is phenomenal. It talks about relationships, whether you're married, single, it is a must-read. They can get it on Amazon.
We can get it on
It's
Amazon.
a bestseller.
Yeah.
Another book is The Millionaire Next Door. So I've been studying millionaires, and this book talks about the average millionaire probably lives next door to you and you don't even know it. So they don't drive the fancy cars, they don't have the big houses, but they do have the big bank accounts that you don't always know about. So definitely a good read there. And then for those starting out, Dave Ramsey, The Total Money Makeover. This is really good if you're looking at getting out of debt. It talks about the baby steps, how to pay off credit cards, how to start saving, and then into investing. So definitely recommend those 3 books.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us today.
Thank you so much, Michael. Appreciate it.